What is up? Welcome into another daily Buckeye Blitz for your Thirsty Thursday, September 1st. Oh, it feels so good to say that. Well, it was a long summer, but we're here a couple days away from the Buckeyes, welcoming the Irish into Columbus. Can't wait. Saturday is going to be a long freaking day. Jesus. Need to watch. Hopefully there's some good games on early. Keep me occupied or something. Anyway, yesterday we talked about the Ohio State defense prepping for the Notre Dame offense. Today we're going to flip it over on the other side of the coin, and this is going to be the Notre Dame defense and how we're going to attack them on offense. So, as always, folks, please hit the YouTube channel, hit the podcast feed wherever you like to listen or watch, and hit all those buttons, the up, down, thumb, probably the up one's good. All right. Hit the bells, all those, just keep clicking on shit. And it helps us, helps others find us and all that good stuff. So also hit me up on social, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I always reply. And Malik Zaire, when's the last time you fucking played a game, dude? You need to put down your phone and shut the fuck up. This guy's talking about Ohio State's not playing anybody else the rest of the season. Have you looked at the Irish schedule, by the way? Anyways, side note. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. Let's focus. 5-minute podcast is on the Buckeye offense. Let's attack these Irish Chrome Domes. No, Golden Domers. Yeah, Golden Domers. Let's attack these Golden Domers. So last year they were 15th in scoring, 37th against the run, but 64th against the pass. And I think you'll see that as I get into this depth chart a little bit. This is only Marcus Freeman's second year with the team. Al Golden is his defensive coordinator now. He has a little bit of a relationship with Ryan Day, I believe back at BC. They were both on staff. They got 8 returning starters on defense, mostly up in the front 7. But Buckeyes are going to test this depth, especially along the front 7 and in the secondary. These guys, don't forget, they did blow a 28-7 lead in that Fiesta Bowl. I know it was Marcus Freeman's first game and Brian Kelly had just left and all that, but they threw for like 371 yards against Notre Dame. So keep that in the back of your heads because that's going to come back around here. D-line, like I said, all 4 returning starters. Isaiah Foskey, he's an NFL first rounder, most likely. He had 11 sacks last year. He'll drop into coverage, play an off-the-ball linebacker, like walkout, And their defensive tackle, Jason Adamalola, is a 5th-year dude, and he's strong against both the run and the pass. So that front 4 is going to be a challenge for our O-line, right? Linebackers. 3 of the top 4 return. J.D. Bertrand, he was the team leader in tackles, and he had like over 100, I think. And then in the secondary, their one strong point in the secondary that I can point to is safety Brandon Joseph. You probably remember him, transferred in from Northwestern. I think he had a pick against us in that Big Ten championship game a couple of years ago. Yeah, he was a freshman in 2020. So I believe that's the year. No, I don't remember. I could have swore he had a pick against us, and one of those times we beat the piss out of Northwestern in the Big Ten championship game. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Anywho, corner depth is a big concern for these guys, though. That's the real point I wanted to get to. They have 2 sophomores and a freshman backing up these guys. Clarence Lewis, he's a 3rd-year starter. He had 1 pick, 3 pass breakups, but he allowed a 64% completion percentage last year. 64%. QBs are licking their chops when they see that. Cam Hart, he's a bigger dude, 6'2", 200 pounds. He had 2 picks, 5 pass breakups, 48.5% completion percentage. And then Tariq Bracy, he's the slot corner, 1 pick, 2 PBUs, and a 61% completion. So 61%, I'm sure JSN's liking that and those numbers, right? So what do you guys think? I think, obviously, we're going to run the ball. and I want to get into some splits here between Travion and Mayan. Both are going to play and play extensively. I think it's going to be like a 65-35, maybe 70-30 split, Travion to Mayan. Obviously, Travion getting 70% of the snaps, but I am interested to see how they use Mayan, what situations, like short yardage, red zone, where, and I think that's going to be key. You got two things at play here. You want to make sure that you're kind of pacing Travion for the long term, the full regular season and playoffs and everything. So you don't want to, burn him out this week, but you do have a couple of weeks of that he can recover coming up after this game. So you could go a little heavier if you wanted to. If Travion's feeling it and he's rolling, maybe you give him 80% of the snaps. I wouldn't expect to see Dallin Hayden in this game unless something bad happens, like an injury or something. But most likely run the ball, and then these corners are going to be a big problem. Now the O-line is going to have to show us what they got. They're ranked the #1 O-line in the country according to PFF. So let's see it. I mean, we got guards at guard positions, and we got tackles at tackle positions. A returning center. There's no reason this O-line shouldn't be dominant against the pass, in the pass and the run. So I think we start to move them, got to move them off the ball, establish that running game. And then, of course, CJ is going to go to work on these corners. And I don't see how these corners hold up. And if one of them gets blown out, gets maybe you send a guy on a 9 route a couple times and get one of them out of there. Whoever comes in after that, look the fuck out. It's going to be trouble. So I see the Buckeyes taking full advantage of the secondary, and just you got to, in pass protection, keep Foskey off of CJ's back and go from there. I mean, I don't see how we don't put up 40 plus. I mean, that's kind of our average, right? So I think it's a given. 40 plus at least. I have gained 48-20. So I see the spreads up to 17.5 now. Over-unders at 58. So we'll see. You guys let me know what you think. If you think Mayan's going to get more carries, or the rotation at the receiver. I did want to touch on that. Obviously, it's going to be starting Harrison, Fleming, JSN, but then who factors in after that? How many snaps does maybe a Jaden Ballard get in kind of that JMO, fly route kind of guy? And then Emeka, is he still going to just be in his role of kick returner, or maybe does he come in more of a four-man rotation? Yeah. So let's see, and hit me up. I'll hit you back, and let's get ready for this ball game. Go Bucks.